Hey Virgo, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. I am your intuitive tarot reader as well as your host, Brandy, and this is The Journey. Okay, so first I would like to invite you guys to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Holla at me. Anyway, so we're going to first start with the meditative portion of this reading. This will be your April general reading. We will go over love. We will also go over life path, spirituality, and some general energies for the month. So as I was meditating on your sign, these are some of the things that I picked up this month for you, Virgo. First off, you guys will be having an activation kind of your ancient soul power. You guys will have wisdom that changes your view. Also, too, you guys will be having an emphasis on the spoken word, reclaiming your power, reclaiming your voice. You guys will have a new cycle of creation. And in order to get the maximum power out of this manifestation, you guys are going to have to actually either practice, if you already know this, or learn the law of attraction or the law of manifestation, which involves activity and then the release. There is a particular cycle to that. Some people think that manifestation is all about push, 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 but really, the real magic happens after you've done the work and then you release and hold no particular attachment to an outcome. That's when the real magic happens. Things fall into place. So activity and then release, or the activity and then the rest cycle for maximum power of your divine manifestation. Okay. You guys have to be careful this month to keep your energy clear and make sure that you're not allowing anyone to feed off of your energy. Your energy will be high this month. You are protected. You are receiving that divine protection. You guys are starting to balance your divine feminine as well as your divine masculine power within you, which is the ability to create, the ability to use your intuition, and then the ability to guard and protect yourself while you do that, creating a safe space within yourself to do these things. Excuse me. I think I'm going to call this reading Balance, Clarity, and Prosperity. Now, there seems to be like a period that you're coming out of waiting that you went through in March. You were waiting for some type of clarity. This clarity does come in April. Your energy and your ambition are very high this month. Money is looking promising. It's improving. Whether you're in debt, you will, start to see your way out of that, or whether it's just about, collecting your money or stacking your money, you will be able to do that as well. You guys seem to be very focused on self-improvement this month, as well as your faith, whatever that may be, whatever your belief system may be. It looks like you guys are going to have an increase in optimism and like a revitalization of your life or revitalization of your energy source. Okay. You guys seem to be also dealing with personal relationships. That does look good as well, but I do see you guys kind of reflecting as well as, maybe meditating on some of your relationships as well as your personal emotions. Remember, you guys have divine protection this month, as you always do, but it's very high this month because you guys are finding balance. You guys are finding like an increase in power. You guys are actually reclaiming your voice. So your guides, whoever you believe in, God, the universe, whatever, is backing you for you to go on this journey and to make these changes for the better. There is a real sense of people seeing you shine this month. Okay. And you know what? I don't know what you guys are doing. Or actually, I do know what you guys are doing. There's a real emphasis on your patterns. You guys are trying to change your patterns for the better, trying to, change old habits that are not really getting you what you want. You guys are trying to move away from bad habits and also incorporate some good patterns in your life to get you what you want. So because you're doing that, this momentum that you're starting right now that you've been waiting on is going to actually last through June. I don't think it's going to stop in June. I think that you guys are the only sign that I actually got almost like a 3-month confirmation on when it comes to you actually building your momentum, moving forward, making progress. Okay, so let me see. Anything else that I'm forgetting? By the end of April, you guys, it seems that you're going to have a real sense of adventure. It's going to really take off. And also your spirituality is going to be very important to you. Finding, that real emotional fulfilling situation, or that really emotional fulfilling sense within yourself. All right, let's get started with the actual reading. Let's go over some general energies to begin. First card out is the Seven of Wands. There is a real sense that you guys this card wanted to come out. It flipped over in the deck. We're just going to put it here, and we're still going to pull 4 more cards. This is a 5-card spread. Okay. So there also seems to be a sense of learning this month. Okay. I feel like you guys are learning about something. It could be going back into that manifestation law that we were talking about. It could also be about you going deeper into your spirituality. There's something here about something you're trying to defend, or something you're defensive about. It could be you're a little bit defensive about your shadow side. There are some cards that are turned over in the deck. It's annoying me. I have to get them out. Okay, because they're going to distract me. Anyway, so I also have the 3 of Cups here. The 3 of Cups to me in this deck, as you guys can see, look at the face of this person in the 3 of Cups, this woman. She is in a reflective mode. She's looking back, almost like she's looking on the past, or she's imagining something, or she's daydreaming about something. There's also a sense that there could be a strong musical connection this month. You guys could be listening to music. You could be musically inclined. You could be healing through music. Okay. The 3 of Cups is here, which does talk about celebrations. It can talk about, camaraderie, or, celebrating with friends. It could also talk about a third-party situation, but we're not going to take it there just yet. We're going to need some more evidence for that. Too many cards flew out. Let me go ahead and put them back in the deck and continue to shuffle. So there is a strong sense of something, of defending something, you guys being a little defensive about something. Let's go ahead and get 4 more cards out. Also, too, I would like to encourage you guys to watch your sun, moon, rising, your Venus sign, if that's what you're looking to improve in your life. Also, if there's a particular area of your life that you wish to improve, such as career, or your house of partnerships, your 7th house, any house that you wish to actually improve, go ahead and see what sign falls in that house by looking up your birth chart. And you can go ahead and watch that video as well. I give out a lot of information in these readings, so you will be able to find a bigger picture by doing so. I see you guys feeling a little bit more confident this month moving forward. I see you still working hard. There's a sense that you guys are actually starting to see the fruits of your labor. By the middle of the month, I see you guys making a decision that will bring renewal to your life, whatever that is. This has been echoed by the 2 of Swords. Okay. We also have the 8 of Swords here. Once again, I see you guys working hard, and I also see you guys being kind of stuck in your head, probably about the decision that you've come to, the realization that you've come to. Okay. And in this realization, it seems as though there could be a tower moment that is provoked. What is a tower moment? A situation that occurs that maybe you can't prevent, or maybe that you cause by the truth that you actually implement into your life, or the realization that you make. It seems to be of an emotional value, this tower moment. It seems to have emotional connotations. This could be about something that has been dead for a while, that you have been trying to shock back to life at different increments or of time, or different spaces in your life. However, it seems as though this month you guys may be trying to end that. And this could talk about spirituality. This could talk about a career change. This could talk about a love life change, whatever it may be. And I see you guys trying to work with your shadow. This is something I was kind of feeling here in the 7 of Wands, where this figure here, this dark figure, is being held at bay by this child who has his stick and is sticking out his tongue. And then it was followed by the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel as though you guys are getting your sugar honey iced tea together, and it's causing confidence, all right? As well as putting things in their place, whether negative or positive. You guys are putting them where they belong, okay? And this is also echoed for me in the 2 of Swords. In this particular deck, I often see it as, you know, putting 2 sides of something together, whether it's the negative and the positive, or whether it's putting 2 sides of oneself together, aiming and shooting in a direction for something that may appear to be far away or out of your reach. But in this particular deck, I see when you aim and shoot at it, when you're, you know, unafraid to aim and shoot, look at that thing, focus on that thing, you do come out victorious in your decision making, especially with the Judgment card here, the Tower card here. Now, this 7 of Wands energy could have something to do with relationships, something to do with your planning, something to do with your influence in the world, your influence on others, your ability to be an innovator. There is something that you guys have been defensive about, or someone that you blocked, or someone could have been blocking you from something, and it could have been a blessing, okay? Take it how it resonates. The reason why I'm saying that is because it is attached to the 9 of Pentacles. So this is the 9 of Wands attached to the 9 of Pentacles. You guys may have discovered how either you were blocking yourself or someone else was blocking you from your blessings, or something that you were fighting for was blocking you from your blessings. I think you guys are doing some introspection this month and finding out a way to move on. For some people, this may come sharp and abrupt. You may present this idea, this truth that you're now living in, to someone, and it may become sharp and abrupt to them, or it may happen very fast, okay? Or this could happen to you. Something that you were told, something that was said to you, a truth that was spoken could have come off very sharp, very fast, very abrupt, okay? Let's clarify this 3 of Cups and see what this energy is really about. I'm only going to do 1 card for it because it wasn't extra, actually. Psych, 2 cards came out, so I'm going to have to take them. All right, the 3 of Cups has been echoed by the 3 of Cups. This has something to do with maybe a third-party situation, or maybe even overindulging something, someone, or overindulging, I should say, in something or someone. This has something also to do with intuition. There's something that you're seeing. I think that after the Pisces season, a lot of us are starting to realign what we do with our emotions. I've seen people realigning their triggers, realigning their ways that they actually give their emotions, take other people's emotions, and their value of self is really increasing, okay? I think a lot of us have done the work. This could also have something to do with a choice that you have to make involving something emotional, which is also echoed in the Tower. So something is going to change dramatically, and it is going to have something to do with a choice that you've made. I feel as though you guys are holding on to your purse strings, and when I see this card, I also say heartstrings tightly, whether it's your emotions that you're holding on to tightly. It could also be a situation that you're holding on to tightly. If that's the case, I feel like this is connected with the Tower moment. This situation is going to change in a way that you can't prevent, and it's probably going to end anyway if you're holding on too tightly to something. Also, this could be about self-preservation. You're deciding to choose you. There's something here about moving away from a King of Wands type of energy, an unreliable maybe fire sign or an unreliable energy. As we know, the King of Wands in the reverse is a player, right? he gets the reputation of being a player. But what I like to describe it as, and check this out, I like to describe it as in and out energy. And yes, I mean that figuratively and literally, right? That's that in and out energy, correct? I see there's a moving away from that type of energy. I feel like you guys are cutting off things that are no longer serving you. We talked about this, whether this is habits, this can be addiction, this could be habits, because here we have the 9 of Cups. But I feel as though you guys are cutting off things that are not serving you to go toward a wish fulfillment, to go toward being contented, whether that's emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be. It can also be financial. This could have something to do with someone who is perceived to be a soulmate or someone from your past. Okay, let's continue on. Let's clarify the Tower. The Tower has been clarified by the Wheel of Fortune in the upright. So if you allow this Tower moment to happen, as devastating as it may seem, as hard of a decision as it may be, it will actually bring renewal to your life. It will actually bring good fortune. Okay, let's clarify the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords has been clarified by the Magician. You guys are going to make a decision that is going to bring you power. Okay, excuse me. There is a sense here when I see the Magician of you guys having all the tools that you need to do what it is that you wish to do. So you will be successful. But also, I think that this comes from knowledge here with the infinity sign over the Magician's head. This comes from a knowledge, something that you've learned. Let's go ahead and move into the spirituality portion of the reading. I'm just going to get up for a second because there's some noise. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and continue on. We're going to move to the spirituality portion of the reading. Sorry, guys. I'm like kicking the table and stuff. Sorry. My energy is flowing really fast after we're coming out of Pisces season. I did a lot of work. I got a lot of energy cleared. So, guys, forgive me if, like, I stumble over my words and I talk over myself. It's because I want to say, like, 10 sentences at once. My clarity is on fleek. My intuition on fleek. I have some really good placements for this upcoming energy. So I'm super excited. And I hope you guys are too. Because as far as the zodiac calendar goes, we are in a new period and a new time frame. And there's a lot of newness that can come about. Especially we're reminded by this here in the U.S. when it comes to the springtime. That's the season that we're in now. So let's go ahead and move on. Also, too, I would like to double back and say that there is a sense also, too, of capturing a childlike sensibility as well in that general area. With that 7 of Swords, with the 7 of Wands, I felt like a childlike type of renewal. Revitalization going on as well. There is something that you guys have recaptured from your past, I feel like, that you had lost maybe, or something that was thought to be dead. Let's continue. Spiritually, I see, or life path, I see that you guys are cutting out things that no longer serve you. People could be asking you why, right? This can involve, for some people, this can involve some type of fertility, whether it's new ideas or whether it's a new thought process, whether it's newfound characteristics that you've acquired over this time. There's something very fertile that's moving across the board here. I can feel that coming. All right. And as you guys may not actually see the full emotional fulfillment at this time, it is definitely coming. It is definitely coming. Okay. Here in the 10 of Cups, these people are waiting on the snake rainbow to fill their cups. Okay. And also here, the Knight of Pentacles is here, letting me know that something is coming, whether or not it is moving slow, it's definitely coming to arrive. But peep game, what is the Knight of Pentacles doing in this particular picture? He's planting seeds. He's throwing seeds. So that lets me know that there is a sense of time here, a sense of waiting to see the the actual fruit or the actual growth, okay? And we know that elephants don't really run. They move pretty slow. Okay. By the end of the month, I feel like end of the month, mid-month, there is some type of choice that will be made, and it is of an emotional value. I know that I've said that already. And I see you guys moving toward this, trying to get something off of the ground. If this is involving spirituality, you guys have been shown the potential for growth, and you guys are working hard at it. Okay, you guys are putting time into it. This could be in your routine. This could be in your practices, your rituals. This could be in your religious studies. Okay, if it's involving life path, same thing. Something changed. You saw something that actually showed you a potential, and you're now planting your seeds and working hard toward that thing. And there's a choice that will be made. Okay. When you know, Virgo. When you know. There is something here about emotional fulfillment. There is something here about emotional maturity, nurturing oneself, nurturing one's emotions, filling one's cup before you can fill someone else's. Someone may be asking you why, and your answer is, this is just how I feel. And it's because of your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that this is what you should do. As I've been telling the signs, I'll continue to say this. When you're dealing with something of a heavy emotional value, emotion like love or something like that, fertility, creativity, passion, whether it's your life passion or passion for someone else, those things are held in the same chakra. So, oftentimes we can see love interfering in all different areas of our lives. Like, you may not be having a good time at home, so your career suffers. Okay. Also, too, it's vice versa. You may have a passion for your career, be passionate about it. Your career takes off, and all of a sudden you find yourself in love. There's a connection there. I see you guys deciding to give your cup to someone. You feel as though this is going to either give someone the recognition that they deserve, or you're going to get the recognition that you deserve. All right. I see you guys making plans, wanting to inspire another. There is something here about illumination. Illumination. Okay. So your life path may be connected with how you affect others, like you wanting to help others. I mean, Virgo is the version of the zodiac. And not only that, Virgos are natural healers of the zodiac. So I do believe that this has something to do with that. Okay. Here we have the hangman in the reverse position, which puts the hangman on the tree in the upright position, ready to take action. There has been some type of illumination that has occurred. Okay. Which sets you off in a new direction here with the full energy. The situation is calling for temperance and healing. Allow yourself to go through the healing, Virgo. Allow yourself to be tempered and to take your time. Listen to your intuition, because it is going to let you know when to go, when to stop, when to pull back, when to give more. And then there is something here about an offer of stability. Something tangible, something you can actually hold onto, okay? Which I think is bringing us out of that Four of Pentacles energy. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups. What is this Ten of Cups about for Virgo? The Fool is also here, which lets me know a lot of you will be embarking on a new spiritual path, okay? Spirit would just like to let you know that whatever it is that you've seen is true, and it is leading you in this direction. As far as the Ten of Cups, there could be a situation where you guys are holding out on some type of secret of the potential that you've seen. It could even be a dream that you've had that's encouraged you to take this direction. You guys may have been seeing a different side of yourself that you may have not been fond of, or a side of yourself in a glimpse, either a daydream, a dream, something, a vision. You've seen something. And now you hold it close to your heart as a secret. And I think that this thing for some could be devastating, but to you, it actually is going to bring you emotional fulfillment and balance. Once again, the 7 of Wands has come out. I think you guys are planting seeds in secret for whatever the reason may have to be. You guys are moving slowly and calculated about it, okay? And I think you guys are defending your dreams at this point, defending your life path, defending this new stance that you decided to take. Ooh. I think you guys are deciding to give up on anything that is deceptive, whether it's a false mask that you've been wearing or whether you've been being deceived by someone. You're looking to give that up and to leave it alone. I think for a lot of you, it could be a thing where you've been going in a direction, like I said before with the moon card, seeing a side of yourself that you don't necessarily care for. And I think you're trying to change your tactics. And moving on. Exactly. Chariot. Let's go ahead to the 2 of... Wow, cards already came out for the 2 of Cups. I feel like you guys are done with the in and out energy. You're deciding to leave that in and out energy alone. There's something here with these 2 cards. This star card is the card of Aquarius, and this star card, and this card here is the sign of a fire sign. You guys could be dealing with a fire sign, or you could just be leaving that particular energy alone. You guys are ready to get away from the instability, or the instability, I should say. What I really wanted to say was the unstable energy. You're looking to get away from the unstable energy and to move towards something more emotionally fulfilling, more emotionally healing, something where you could be vulnerable and safe. A wish fulfilled. Something that you know is going to bring you emotional healing, emotional stability. That's your choice between your dreams and unstable energy. That is your choice. And I knew it had something to do with a choice of an emotional value. Okay, let's move on to the 8 of Pentacles. Whoo, I like this, Virgo. What did we talk about? We talked about getting away from old patterns that are no longer serving. Okay, old patterns that are no longer serving. You guys are working extremely hard to do so. Extremely hard to do this. Okay, to get away from patterns that are no longer serving you. Oh gosh, this is amazing. I love this. And you guys will do this. Now, maybe this is why, because here with the Knight of Pentacles echo twice, maybe this is why it'll take until June, because you guys are going to have to rewire your thought patterns, rewire your emotions, rewire your habits and your schedules. In other words, you know, like your routines. You're going to have to rewire that. And yes, I think it could have something to do with your group that you either associate with. It could have something to do with your social circle as well. That may be changing because you're changing your lifestyle. Ten of Pentacles. To get to a more stable place, to work on your legacy, to work on your actual, I want to say portfolio. Like, I think you guys are choosing to invest in self. I like this. You know, I always say choose you. I always say that. And I say do it for selfish reasons. Because you can't really give until you have for yourself. Okay? Investing in yourself, investing in family, investing in your legacy, investing in your portfolio. Some of you are investing well into your karma. How about that? Like, you're looking to change things on a soul level, like looking to change karma, looking to get off the wheel of karma and invest Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull some life purpose cards in this section. Look at Virgo doing it up, doing it up. Virgos have some real stick-to-itness, man. Sometimes even in, like they'll hold on to something like, how can I explain it? Like Virgos will hold on to a burning building just because it has sentimental value or just because that's what they've committed to. Virgos hold on, like a lot of times you can trust the Virgo's word. You know what I mean? Very stable energy. And I like that you guys are holding on to something new, holding on to something that actually fulfills you. Virgos are known to give, give, give. Some of you, if you would like to do oracle cards, tarot cards, things of that nature, something that has to deal with what some might describe as the occult, go ahead. You're able to discern answers and guidance, or divination, I should say. You're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and for others. Some of you also are going to do this through straight counseling. Maybe you want to be a social worker, a counselor. Maybe you want to be maybe even for some like a drug and alcohol counselor or something. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Okay? Body work. Your life purpose involves body work, such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. Okay, some of you may be thinking about actually doing this for yourself as well, kind of changing your habits to fortify yourself, revitalize yourself, okay? Some of you could also be going to counseling in reference to these things. Some of you could be using divination for your self and for others, or doing these things for others. This is amazing. Go ahead, Virgo. Do it. I like this. This is good. There are deep changes happening for Virgo. Okay, guys, so now we're going to move into the love portion of the reading. Just going to shuffle my cards this way one more time. And then back the other way. I'm getting learning from mistakes a lot. You guys are starting to, look at things that are hard to look at, but you're learning lessons. You're trying to figure out what was the universe trying to tell you. You're discovering some things, why that didn't work out, why this is working, the part that I play, learning from mistakes. And I see that all month. Like I said, someone's going to be asking why. And the question of why is why no reciprocation? This could be you asking someone. This could be someone asking you. You're going to decide to make a move in such a way, whether it's moving out or whether it's taking a trip. There's something here about traveling. But I see you guys raising the question. There's something here also about reciprocation. For me, the Six of Coins is always about, in the spiritual part, it was about charity work and things of that nature. But here in the love portion, I'm getting a question being raised of fairness, of give and take. There's something here with the Hangman. There's something here with the Hangman. I'm getting a feeling of this Hangman is really having that Fool energy. The Fool came out to clarify before, as well as the Hangman in the upright position or in the reverse position, which makes the Hangman in the upright position. Okay. So I'm getting that Fool energy from this Hangman position as you get the illumination. And I'm really feeling as though it's from daydreaming, dreams, something of that nature, visions, fantasizing. You come to the realization that you want to take a new journey. I mean, this Hangman is on the edge of a cliff like the Fool is traditionally. In other words, also too, when it comes to this love relationship, I feel for some of you, there could be an element of danger or fear when it comes to leaving. And the Four of Swords pops out. So what you're doing is thinking, resting, retreating. Okay? Thinking, resting, and retreating. You may also be consulting experts of any kind. When it comes to relationships, this could be a counselor. This could be a divorce attorney. There could be a bunch of things going on. But when it comes to this particular Four of Swords, I do see you guys kind of looking back on what it is that you left. But also, too, in a traditional Four of Swords, let's think about it. This soldier has come back from battle. He is doing the traditional things that soldiers did back in his day. And that night king type of day, they went and they sat in a coffin to try and, be grateful that they didn't have to rest in peace in that coffin, to think about the battle, to think about the things they've been through, and to also pray to their gods, thankfulness and appreciation for making it home alive, as opposed to, like I said, having to stay in that place. So there is a large sense of you looking back over what it is that you've gone through and trying to learn from that, as well as maybe starting some type of new educational thing as well. This is the love section, but the new educational thing could be you learning from your past, going to counseling or something like that. It could also be you learning from your attorney what you can and can't do in this situation. All right, consulting an expert. Here we have the Three of Wands. There are plans that are going to be made, but I'm getting another sense of danger in this particular section. Why? Let's look at this. In this particular deck, the African American Tarot, this goat is, I want to say, the bounty, right? In this particular card, okay? He's sitting here, and the joke is, right? The goat is not tied to this, like, I don't know what you call this thing. It's like the two pieces, the two stakes, and then the one wood going across, whatever you would call that. Usually it looks like something you might tie an animal to, correct? Kind of like they used to like corral horses or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this goat is not tied to this thing, but there are hyenas in the background. I mean, first of all, maybe in Africa, I guess, that's where you would find goats and hyenas, right? Or hyenas being able to get to a goat, right? But I think this just represents someone watching you make these plans. Like, Virgo, there is a sense that you're being watched, because if you look at this hangman, he is blindfolded, but there are eyes on him. And there's the element of danger because he's blindfolded on the edge of a cliff. That sounds dangerous, right? But then here, making plans, right? Because let's think about it. The hangman is trying to get illumination, get clarity, trying to see what it is he cannot see, trying to see things from a different point of view, correct? Or trying to just simply see. There are eyes outside of him, external to him, looking, right? And then here again, making plans, right? Because when you want to get the illumination, you want to gain the knowledge, is so you can make moves, correct? The hangman is in an uncomfortable position. I'm sure he wants to get off of the edge of this cliff and take the blindfold off. But he's waiting to see what it is he can see in order to get out of this position. There are eyes watching him. Here, this goat, right? In the traditional Three of Wands, someone is standing kind of on a balcony, making plans, or on the seashore, waiting for their ships to come in. But the threes have to do with like planning or seeing things come to fruition, correct? Or start to take shape. So in this, I think you guys are making plans, but there are eyes on you. And I don't think that these people are like friendly. I don't think these hyenas want to like play with the goat or like lead the goat to safety. I think they're hungry. So what is this telling me? It's telling me you may be in a situation where there is no reciprocation. Okay. You didn't get as good as you gave. Okay. Or vice versa. Maybe you were the one not giving, but I don't think so. I think you didn't get as good as you gave. I think that it left you confused and in a disadvantaged position. Not necessarily dangerous for everybody, but in a disadvantaged position. Okay. I also see that as you reflected on these things, look back on it, there was something that you realized and you learned. You may be trying to figure your way out of this situation. You're planning for a new direction. And it's dangerous because the person that you're dealing with or the people around you are hating, straight up hating, or they want something from you that they're no longer going to get. So they're pissed. They're pissed. Okay. Let's go to the last card. Ooh, last card fell. Let me get it. Let me get it. The Hermit. By the end of the month, this once again leaves you in a introspective state. You're thinking about things. Let's go ahead and clarify so we can get some clarification on exactly what's going on here. And we may actually get an outcome. All right. Let me go ahead and shuffle my cards and get to it. 3 shuffles. And one more. All right. 6 of Pentacles is being clarified by the Star card and the Chariot. So the answer is going to be, I want more. When they raise the question, why? Why are you moving? Why are you, traveling away from me? Why no reciprocation? Why am I not getting what I usually get from you? And the answer is going to be, I want more. And you know what? This has been coming out all month for everybody because people have been doing the work, the reflection, the waiting on the answers, the looking at the truths, no matter how ugly, and then walking on with those truths. Okay? Being grateful. That's a good way to bring prosperity into your life, by being grateful, thanking the bad situation that he's not being pushed off the cliff, but led him to the edge of the cliff, made him look at things differently. Thank the universe, thank your gods, thank whoever you pray to, whatever, thank your guides for the bad situation. Because if not for the bad situation, there would be no illumination. You would not be able to change the pattern. Okay? These 2 cards have been following each other for people this month, and I think it's because we have done the work. All right? We have the Chariot, which if you look in the background, his chariot is covered by a cloth that is decorated in stars. So he is leaving, right, with that duality, having his shadow and his light attribute in check, being able to move forward in the same direction, or being able to move forward in the direction of his choice. Okay? That takes work. That takes work. The different colors of these 2 Sphinx are colored this way on purpose to represent duality. 2 sides of the same coin. You would be the coin, Virgo. You have one side, you have your other side. Your negative attributes as well as your positive. You getting them both in check in order to move forward with the stars over your head, moving forward to go toward this star. Okay? This star, which is a wish fulfilled, healing. All right? So when the question is raised this month, why? That's going to be the answer, because I want more. Let's clarify the Hangman. The Hangman is being clarified by, once again, the 4 of Coins and the 2 of Coins. Balance. This could even involve money, because we got the 6 of Pentacles here, which always to me talks about reciprocation, a give and a take, which could also talk about charity as well. But it represents time, energy, because that's what coins are. Time, money are the same thing. You have to give your time to make money. So they're the same thing. They're interchangeable, correct? That's a law of the universe, by the way, guys. Be careful how you make your money, and be careful what you do with your time, because you can't get neither one of them back. Okay? We're done. Anyway, this is about self-preservation and finding balance. That's why the Hangman is here. This is about you finding that balance, finding that way to self-preserve. You may be holding on to your heartstrings as well as your purse strings tightly. This is that trying to keep for yourself so that you may give to others, that you may be balanced, that you may come from a better place. Four Swords. Let's clarify it. Ooh. The Four of Swords is clarified by the High Priestess in reverse. We'll clarify that, as well as the King of Wands. Now let's think about the King of Wands. The King of Wands is not just a leader. He's not just someone who's an innovator, someone who's an inventor. And also there's a lizard here which talks about prosperity. His wand is also blooming with foliage. Also talks about prosperity. His cape is green. Also talks about prosperity. Okay. I feel as though you guys are not going to only be an inspiration to yourself, but an inspiration to others. Okay. Let's clarify this High Priestess. This High Priestess can talk about a few things. It could talk about secrets that somebody is trying to not let come out. It could talk about duality. It could also talk about, so there could be a secret that, yes, while you're thinking, resting, and retreating, either you're crying over spilled milk or you're no longer crying over spilled milk. You may actually be trying to hide the fact that you no longer wish to hold on to this thing. Like, you may realize this Three of Wands energy, that if this person catches wind that you're done before you're ready for that to happen. Not to say that you're being manipulative, but I think some of you got to ease out of your situation. I think that that's why you're holding on to this truth. Okay? And you're trying not to let someone know that you're no longer putting work into this thing, or that you no longer want this partnership. This could also be about feeling unconfident in moving forward. Feeling unconfident in this situation. But I don't think so, because the King of Wands is here. Let's clarify the King of Wands. How about that? Yeah. The King of Wands is about you going out and getting that which you deserve. Getting recognition for all that you do. Finding the reciprocation. Correct? Because whoever this soldier is, they're throwing him a parade for his efforts. That's reciprocation. Which is echoed by the Six of Pentacles in the beginning of the reading. Okay, let's go ahead to the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands has something to do with a fire sign in reverse, or it could be about you making plans. I know you're not making plans to not see the sun, right? Come on, like, you're not making plans to, like, be unhappy. I think you're making plans because you're unhappy, but because this is the Sun card, it could also represent a fire sign. That's Leo's, Aries, Sag, correct? Some of you, I should have said this before, but I didn't. Some of you could be moving toward an Aquarius here with the Star card. Some of you could also have, or it could be a Cancer. Okay, let's clarify this Three of Wands a little bit further. I think that after you guys are done making your decisions, or thinking about it, I mean, you start your plans. Some of you, I swear, you're like praying. You're praying. You're praying. You're no longer, and I feel like you're no longer begging this person that you're with to change or to reciprocate. There's no more of that. And some of you are praying like, you know, I don't know. I mean, this is not funny, but I'm feeling like you're praying like, shoot, like, ooh, I don't even want to say that. That's a lot. But I just got the image of like, you're praying like a slave, like trying to seek safe passage, like that type of praying like someone in the woods being chased by someone. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like, God, just let me get out of here. You know, that type of praying. Just let me do this. For some of you, you know, there's a sense that this is never going to end. There's a sense that this is never going to end. Use your intuition. Just use your intuition. Choose wisely what you invest in emotionally. Okay? That will bring you stability. That will bring you stability. Okay? Now, let's clarify the Hermit card. The Hermit card has been, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Is this saying don't overthink this, Virgo? Like sometimes, the Aquarius do. We overthink things and don't make any moves at all. I think that if you overthink this, you're going to miss you may miss some of your blessings. If you overthink this and get caught in your head about it, if you try to prevent this Tower moment, it's going to stop you from getting your blessings. Some of you may be getting a little bit, as you finally, throughout the end of the month, make your plans and start to see things actually come into fruition. You may start to get a little nervous. Let's clarify this a little bit more. You may start to get a little nervous about this. Some of you don't want to do the work. Or there's someone preventing you from doing the work. Here's that fire sign once again in the reverse. Either way, this person is not stable. There seems to be some type of instability here. There seems to be maybe even an offer that's being turned down, whether it's you giving it or someone giving it to you. There seems to be an offer that's being turned down, or there could be a missed opportunity for stability. Turning down, if someone's offering this to you, turning down this offer may actually bring you like a gift, something tangible, whether it's more time for yourself, more money. There could be an offer that is presented. Turning it down will bring you more. So, as I said before, be careful where you invest. Be careful who you give your emotions to. And use your intuition. Introspect. Use your heart. Let's pull some of these romance angel cards. And then we're going to pull a couple of notes from the universe and move on. First card out, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Some of you could be addicted to that in and out energy. You know what's so funny? I was going to say at the end when I started to see some people's resolve getting a little bit shaky. I wanted to say, this is why people use the expression, the devil you know. You know what I mean? Like some people, they would rather stay in a bad relationship because they know how it works as opposed to being alone for a while and finding something that actually works. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm not hating. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying that's what could happen. People can get scared to go out on a new journey because it's unknown. It's uncharted territory. And I understand that. There's fear toward the unknown. Kind of like the dark, when you were a child, that dark corner in the room. You were very sure there was a monster in it just because there was no light in that corner. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Very primal. The unknown, the fear of the unknown is a very primal thing. Anyway, here we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I think there is something outside of this codependent relationship that you guys may have your eye on, whether it's yourself investing into yourself or into something or someone else. And it's worth exploring. It's real. You're not bugging. Okay? Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay? And the last card out kind of goes with what I said from the beginning. You deserve love. If you guys are in a situation where you're not getting it, just know that you do deserve it. And it's okay to go look for it. All right? This kind of reminds me of the Justice card too. Sometimes people don't think that they can get certain things because maybe guilt or karma, or they feel like, what goes around comes around, stuff like that. But I feel like this card is here to remind us of justice. And the card is saying you deserve love. Okay? If you decide to change your ways, that's no longer the place that you reside, right? That's not your vibration. So you don't have to worry about attracting that to you, right? Let's move on to some notes from the universe. It's okay to change, Virgo. You don't have to stay the same. It's okay. Even if you've been doing something for a long time, it's all right. Love is never in vain. When you finally see what this whole time space thing is all about, you are going to laugh. You are going to cry. You are going to be so, so, so happy you loved as much as you did. Love is never in vain. They choose you. Okay, this is a message for someone. You might not really believe this. It might even spook you a bit. But there are those who choose this very lifetime, in large part knowing you'd be there. Now that's what we call a reputation. Okay? This for some people, this is about like soulmates, twin flames. Like kind of when we make those agreements before we come here that we want to be connected with certain people. Kind of like that, oh, you be the husband, I'll be the wife this time. Next time you'll be the wife, you'll be the husband. Kind of reminds me of Erykah Badu, Next Lifetime. She kind of says that. No, or is that India Ari? I think that's India Ari. She has a song, The Truth. Yes, that's what it's called, The Truth. Or He Is the Truth, something like that. And she talks about how she thinks that maybe last time in her relationship with the guy that she's in love with at the current time, she thinks that maybe she was the husband and he was the wife. Okay, so that's India Ari. You can listen to that song. But I feel like that's what this is about. This is about you maybe being in separation with your soulmate or your twin flame, the person that you really want to be with. And you feeling though like, this person would never choose me anyway. But you know what? Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I think that these two cards are connected. I think that you may not realize that your feelings are real and you're not bugging. Because didn't I say that when I read this? I'm like, you guys are not bugging. Like you may think that you're imagining a deep connection with someone that you are not imagining. Okay, so that's there. Like I think those two cards are connected. Okay, so the next card is, it's not only about being right. In all tests of character, when two viewpoints are pitted against each other, in the final analysis, the thing that will strike you the most is not who was right or wrong, strong or weak, wise or foolish, but who went the greatest length to consider the other's perspective. Okay? Create space for new love. Yeah. When a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. When it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. Oh my God, I love that. So this is what we were talking about when it comes to fear, guys. Create space for new love. I feel like there is some codependency here, and these two cards go together because of the codependency, or because of, the fear of, not finding something new or something like that. And then didn't I say you guys deserve love? You may feel like karmically this is your fate, this is what you have to go through. And the universe is saying, stop trying to justify that. You don't deserve that. It's okay to change your mind or to grow or to mature or to want something more. It's okay. Things are about to get really juicy. A little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See, you're not strange. Yo, didn't I say from the beginning of this reading that you were going to actually activate that ancient soul power? And this whole entire reading has come together, and these cards are all speaking to one another and overall speaking to you. So a little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. And that's because I feel like this is talking to someone in like that, oh my God, I'm not going to say it again. That twin flame type of situation where you both are really old souls. You could each really be young though, but are old souls. And I think like there's something here with this that I feel like you'll know, because you just want to protect this person. You just want to love this person. You just want, like, this person brings out all the good selfless qualities about you. All right, Virgo, we're done. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Holla at me.